Good evening,
Come on
fam.
in. Come on in, everybody.
Come on in. Come on in. I know we got some stuff to talk about this one.
Come on in. Go get everybody else. You got to chat. This is a
Put the
safe
kids
place.
to bed. Get you a drink. Get your cold beverage. I got my cold bev.
It's 11 o'clock here, man. Go get everybody. Tell them to come on. We'll give it like 5 more minutes.
I know you got some stuff to say about this one.
Yeah, I'm pissed off. We're going to talk about it. I'm not.
Yeah, this was a tough one. Yeah, I'll take a win in the SEC any day. But damn, pardon my French, but man, that was
rough, man. I knew it was going to be funky because of the interim coach. LSU was going to be hyped. Alabama did exactly what I thought they were going to do. They pulled away, but offensively, geez, man, that was rough, dude. Ty Simpson has had another bad outing. I mean, he still threw for 277 and a touchdown. Didn't turn the ball over.
You got stats handy yet? Are you getting stats handy?
I've got them right in front of me. You want me to bring them up on the screen? Let's bring them up on the screen.
Let's check them.
But yeah, I'm going to tell you what I think is going on here, man. I'll tell you what I think is up because I have thoughts here. So
got thoughts there.
I do. You can bring that up on the screen.
All right.
Here, I'll enlarge it a little bit so everybody can see it a little better. All right. Let's look at player stats here. We'll start off there for Alabama. Ty Simpson went 21 for 35, 277, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. He did have the strip fumble. That has happened to him 3 times, 2 minutes.
3 games in a row now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of it's on the offensive line. Some of it's on Ty, just having to be a little more aware. He's in his head, man. Whatever's going on with Ryan Williams is going on with Ty Simpson right now. I don't know exactly what it is. I don't know if it's a lack of confidence in his offensive line, but or there's just pressure from all the Heisman talk. And but it seems like the higher rated this team gets or higher ranked this team gets, the worse they play. They can't put together a full game. I'm happy that they won the game. Okay. Let me be very clear about that. A W is a W, Bama Dave. You're 100% right. And I want to celebrate that. And we're going to get to it, but we got to get the negative stuff out of the way because I'm going to tell you like this. All right, Superfly.
That's what we do, Superfly.
Yeah,
thank you.
Let us get it out of our system.
Let us get it out.
Thank you for the donation. Let us get it out of our system, and then we'll stop crying. All right. Happy Veterans Day. Early Happy Veterans Day.
Yeah. Thank you for your service, Superfly. I appreciate you.
Yeah. Yeah. So, okay.
Back to the stats.
That's a great question, D, and I'm about to. That's exactly where I'm headed with my point. The edge that Alabama's been playing with, at least offensively, is gone. It's missing. I don't know if it's exhaustion. It's hard to stay up and stay emotional that long. This is one of the better defenses, no matter what LSU's offense look like. This is one of the better defenses they're going to face all season. But I'm going to go and tell you, they're playing the 2 best defenses they're going to play next week and then in 2 weeks in Jordan-Hare. So if Alabama offensively can't get this figured out, they're going to drop one of those games. And there's the potential that they could drop both. They got nobody's going to say this, but they got lucky tonight. They got very lucky that LSU could not stay out of their own way, first and foremost. They got very lucky that Garrett Nussmeier
100%.
is absolute garbage. They got very lucky a couple of times that Ty didn't get picked off. That LSU came ready to play this game, man. And some of this is not on Ty Simpson. Some of this is on Ryan Grubb. Ryan Grubb, and I said this a few weeks ago, Jeff, you probably remember, he has a tendency to get too cute with the play calling. And he's still being very stubborn about trying to run, A gap, B gap. It's not working. It's not there. They tried power formation. It didn't work. Now they can't run to the outside. Like LSU is just keying in. Everybody's just playing up, obviously, to stop the run. And then, Ty couldn't hit anything downfield really outside of a couple of plays. And so it was a very rough outing for the offense. It looked a lot like it did at South Carolina, but this time it was at home. And that is extremely alarming to me. They played like that at home.
Lance dead right here. Every single drive, we're 2nd 10, 2nd 9, 2nd 12.
Yeah. Bama's losing on first down 90% of the time.
Insistence on this AB gap on every first down, every game, every series almost, it feels like, is
That's a good point. Yeah.
It's just mind-numbing sometimes when like even, and Greg was dead right tonight. I actually agree with him for once on something he said, where it was right after that turnover. He was like, take a shot at the end zone now. Go for the kill shot. And we break the huddle and go jam up the middle for -2 yards, I think, or something like that. And I'm like, that's the grub. Like, you got him right there. There's blood in the water, and we go up the middle for no gain.
But I will also say that they did the same thing at Washington.
Yeah.
Washington looked very similar. They would get ahead, and then they would just kind of fizzle out. There was no real consistency with even with Michael Penix and those wide receivers. They weren't. Somebody said it in a tweet, and it was perfect. And I'm trying to remember, but I can't. But basically, this team is a winner, but they're not the kind of winner that's going to step on your throat and make you quit. Yeah. At least not offensively. The defense on the other side, dude, Alabama's defense is as advertised right now. Those guys are getting better and better, especially the linebackers. They're getting better and better every week. They had a couple of drives that they gave up a lot of yardage. They only gave up one big bust on the ground this game. But obviously, their red zone defense is really, really good. But as the game went on, the defense adjusted, and LSU really couldn't do anything, whether it was on the ground or through the air. Yanze Pierre, who I've been screaming about since June, had a massive game. Again, it's going to be very, very interesting to see how they use him when Quay Rousseau is heavy enough to come back. I think that they may have to go 4 men, 2 edges. We'll see how it works. But the offensively is the problem.
This is it right here. We go to step on your throat, and then we trip and fall and fumble it.
Yeah, we look like the bad news bears out there sometimes, man, offensively. And
is Ty's regression in hand with the offensive line's regression? Because the offensive line has regressed. Every snap, Ty's running for his life, whether he's stepping up in the pocket, whether it's a bootleg, whether it's a play action, whatever. He's running for, he's in scramble mode pretty quickly. Not every single play, but pretty quickly. But he has regressed. He's missing a lot of open throws, deep throws, short throws, even a couple of those little screen throws. One of them he threw like right into the dirt, and it's like he's missing open throws. I don't know what it is. I can't understand why he just keeps missing these easy throws.
I think we also have to remember first and foremost that Ty Simpson, no matter what, is a first-year starter still. True. I know he's set for a long time. We don't view him as that because he's been Superman. He's been something other than human for Alabama's offense, and he got them through that just brutal stretch. And so Ty Simpson was mortal today. He was mortal at South Carolina. The question becomes, why is he mortal? Well, he's mortal because his timing is off. Well, what's forcing his timing to be off? It's the offensive line. He knows about that right side of that line. He knows what that pressure, if there's pressure, it's coming from that side. And then he also the little gimmick stuff, man. Ryan Grubb is getting getting too cute when he doesn't need to, and he's putting them in impossible situations. They had that one double pass that they tried. Not there at the end of the game, but I thought that was about to be a 5-yard loss, a 5-6 yard loss.
Was that the one Lottie spun out of the tackle and got extra yards?
I think so. Yeah, I think that's it.
Or something. But I don't like all that stuff. I mean, I don't know. Watching Ryan Williams try to decide which lane not to take a hit on that last reception. I mean, he's like a yard short of the first down, and he's river dancing because he's like, well, I'm gonna get hit if I go there. I'm gonna get hit if I go there, and then he goes, and he gets knocked right on his back. Like,
I will say,
just go,
Jeff. The silver lining is, Ty Simpson's played 3 games where he did not look good this year. Obviously,
we won all 3
at FSU. He still threw for 250 yards, 0 interceptions. 2 weeks ago against South Carolina, he threw for 250. No interceptions. And then today against LSU probably the best overall defense that he's going to
Mhm.
face or has faced up until this point in terms of the secondary all the way down to the defensive line. He still went for 277 and a touchdown. I would have liked to see him maybe get another one. Had some really close misses down the field that were super frustrating.
This keeps happening. I don't get it.
So
I don't get why he's just missing. There's just off just about a smidge on those throws. Just
but again, the problem for me is I can excuse that kind of offensive performance on the road against a good defense like South Carolina. Like I can excuse that. I can accept that. Doing it at home bothers me because
that bothers me.
you're going to face a better defense next week in Oklahoma at home.
Mm-hmm.
And then in 2 weeks after that, you've got to go on the road against probably, I think, the best defense overall that Auburn's going to play this year in Auburn. Everybody keeps joking or laughing at me. Auburn's defense
I totally agree with
good
that.
Defense.
They're very good. I don't know about
I know what Diego Pavia did today. I know. I think that had a little bit to do with DJ Durkin shifting his attention to being the interim head coach, but that defense is very, very good, especially their pass rush. Was it Kendrick Falk? So it worries me. Now Alabama's got wiggle room. They can lose another game. Do you want them to lose another game and then potentially lose an SEC championship game, and then kind of be on the skirt where folks can make an argument for them not to be in the playoffs? I'll go ahead and tell you, you're not going to hear me talk any more about Heisman trophies the rest of the season. I'll talk about
Heisman trophies.
Well, Ty Simpson. There's been a ton of talk regarding Julian Sayin, Fernando Mendoza, and Ty Simpson, level of competition, this and that. I'm going to back off of that and do my part just because right now I have to see this offense click again and be cohesive, man. Just, we're not playing complimentary football. It's frustrating, dude. The offense is either down or the defense is down. That's another giant problem. Alabama cannot run the football, and it's easy to blame it on Jam Miller, and Jam Miller is a huge problem, but it's not just him. Daniel Hill couldn't really run the ball effectively either when they put him in there.
That play does not work. When they toss swept, Daniel Hill, 6 yards. Last week, 9 yards. That's the only 2 times we've run it in 2 games. It feels like.
And LSU played to stop that. In their defense, they played to stop the run. Let's see.
We're very easy to defend right now because we waste about 25 downs with that A and B gap stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, at one point in the fourth quarter, we'd run 46 plays, and that's come on now. And I'd say 20 of them were wasted away with those stupid runs up the middle, and it's always to the right side, the worst side of the line. It's always to that side.
Yeah.
And the results are always the same. It's like, what's the definition of insanity?
Yeah. Doing the same thing over and over again.
Same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. And it's just,
yeah, I'm with you. Jeff, could you bring those stats back up? All right, cool. Thank you. So, Bama ran for 56 yards this game.
That's how I would have guessed lower than that if you just would have said, hey, what do you think the rushing yards were?
I'm going to go tell you, man, what I'm the kind of person,
that's right too.
I'm the kind of person that when I am thinking, I'm trying to always think ahead. And at some point in time, Bama's going to whiff on a really good running back because, I mean, look at this, dude. Look at these numbers. Jam Miller is not even averaging 2 yards a carry in this game.
He is not a good running back right now. He is hurting the team when he's in the game in every aspect.
Yeah. By the way, that strip sack on Ty Simpson, that was Jam Miller. Him and the right side of the line.
It was more Harold Perkins than Jam Miller. I'll give him a bit of a pass on that. Harold Perkins made a great play, and that's tough to ask a running back. And Ty should have gotten rid of the ball, but he was, waiting, think, and it came out. And he was checking his feet up. His a couple of pumps while he was shuffling up in the pocket, and Perkins got him. But it's tough to ask running back to do that. But giving him the ball to run the ball, is a detriment to the offense. It kills momentum. It kills everything. And I'm not. It's not I hate Jam. He's a solid dude, but he's not a good running back right now. He's the worst running back on the team right now, and he gets the majority of these carries.
Yeah.
Like we got to try something else.
I'm all for giving a younger guy a shot, right? Like I see the comments, give Deere and Young a shot. Sure. But I don't think it's going to be any different. I don't know that I've ever seen an offensive line who's relatively good in pass protection, but can't run block
at all.
I don't know that I've ever seen that before. And that's just what this line is. I think at this point in the season, Alabama's just not going to be able to run the ball. The problem, and that Jeff has been barking about for a couple of weeks, is the fact that Alabama is still so stubborn about trying to run the ball straight up the middle, knowing that it's not going to get them anywhere, right? And you're taking constant negative plays on first downs. Second down, you're always behind the sticks, putting Ty Simpson in a rough position. And these defenses that Alabama has played, I think with LSU, Alabama has played 10 of the top pass rushers in the country at this point.
Yeah, it's like a crazy number.
It's insane.
Pass rushers we've seen.
It doesn't get easier with Oklahoma, Auburn, and then potentially Texas A&M. Georgia, if Alabama were to play Georgia again in the SEC championship, that's best case scenario because they can't rush the passer. So
very similar teams we see there.
Yeah. So, Alabama's so stubborn about it, and they're not creative in terms of how to run the football. So you take a 2-3 yard loss every first down, and then all of a sudden these pass rushers that we're facing week in and week out can just tee off on Ty Simpson. And at a certain point when you're going through that every single freaking week, that's got to be running through that quarterback's head. I don't care who it is.
Yeah.
I know that I'm going to have to operate under duress 50, 60, maybe even 70% of the time. What does that do to your psyche as a quarterback? You start forcing things. You start overthrowing. Then combine that with, Nick Saban likes to call it, the rat poison of, Ty potentially listening to Heisman Trophy talk and all of this other stuff, all this external noise. And you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. The offensive line is built, to J-Big's point here, that the offensive line isn't built for strength. We haven't had really strong offensive line in 5 years, really since the Landon Dickerson offensive line was the last real offensive line that we could just push people out of the way.
Yeah. I think
this line hasn't pushed anyone in. I mean, I couldn't tell you last time. And we just, like you said, the fact that we just keep hammering this dead horse of this up the middle is we're showcasing the weakest part of the game and repeatedly. And it's like, okay, this isn't working ever. So we're not even going to do this anymore. We're going to run some counters, some sweeps, the little jet, where the receiver runs across the front and you just catch it and flip it to him. Stuff like that. We're very vanilla right now. It's just like first down, run up the middle. Second down, run up the middle. Third down, try a pass here, punch, or it's just like very easy to defend right now.
Preach.
Yes.
I said this about the Caden Proctor play at South Carolina.
Thank you, Keith.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. So we're talking with the offensive line. We're talking about strength versus finesse. And maybe that's why they are decent in pass protection. And I do think they're getting better in pass pro running the ball. They're just not.
We need to never do this again.
Yeah, that pissed me off. That made zero sense.
And
then he's got him by the leg and Ty's trying to hop. And I'm like, oh, God. Like, here we go.
When Ty tries the tush push QB sneak, he takes a snap and stands straight up like this.
Yeah, just let that kid drop back and sling it, man. We don't need him.
Do y'all remember 20? I don't know if this is going back about 11 years. Y'all remember the 2014 Arkansas game, the Blake Sims game, where we looked so bad in that game, we won. But there was a one of those 4th and short plays, and Blake Sims did a quarterback sneak, and he hiked the ball and just jumped straight up in the air and came down and got tackled. And Lane Kiffin almost lost his mind as Blake Sims was coming over the sideline.
I do remember that.
He took the snap, and he didn't jump forward. He just jumped straight up and came straight back down, and they hit him. I remember how mad Lane Kiffin was. He was so mad at Blake Sims coming off the sideline. But that's what Ty reminds me of these fourth downs because he doesn't get low. It's like he takes a snap and tries to go over the backs of the offensive linemen, and it's not even close.
Yeah, you got Daniel Hill, man. Like,
yes, like they don't need to get cute there. Just direct snap to Daniel Hill and let him get downhill, or a toss sweep. That's guaranteed a yard.
Now,
yes, this upset me. When he got the ball and he was it was like river dance. He was like, ding, 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 and then he wound up just getting pancaked.
It's a lot of what Jam does in the backfield.
This is true.
Anyway, look, I don't want to shit all over the team. A win is a win. This is a rivalry game.
Roll Tide.
We all expected it to be challenging.
Mm-hmm.
Even coming off a bye week, we expected there to be some challenges. So let's find a happy median. What were you happy with, chat? What did you like? What made you happy? What
Army's right. Props to the defense. Defense has been carrying us for a few games now.
Weeks. Yeah, two games for sure.
That's how a season goes. The season shifts. As momentum comes and goes and film gets out and you got to adjust and then counter adjust and whatnot. So it's an ebbs and flows thing, but right now the offense is on the downswing.
Absolutely. They are. Now what scares me, I don't want to go back to the negative stuff just yet, but I am just going to say what scares me is the idea that I do feel like teams at a certain point kind of reach that apex, and just as well as I do, everything works on a curve. So what if the offense has already kind of peaked?
That's possible.
It's not ideal,
Not ideal, but that's entirely possible.
So that scares me a little bit. But I think, well, that's a good point. This is a good point. Yes, it did look very similar. It did look like Ryan Grubb was a little unprepared for this game. And maybe he was because he didn't really know what LSU was going to throw at him. I'm not making excuses. I'm just trying to think it all the way through out loud. I firmly believe that was the problem at FSU. I don't think that any of the coaches really knew what to expect with that revamped team. Kind of think that is a little similar with what happened with LSU coming in. LSU definitely threw some different things at Alabama, defensively and offensively. Of course, they get, even though Weeks didn't play, they still got some of their defensive starters back who had been banged up. They rested them up for this game and get them back. So defensively, they were a lot healthier than they have been the past couple of weeks, especially when they played Texas A&M. And I mean, they're a top 30 defense, man.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to talk about that. Nobody talks about that because of how terrible their offense is, but it's still a really, really good SEC defense. And so,
this is true. Good play from Bach there.
Yeah, and Ty plays the game terribly and still throws for 277, and they still get an 11-point win. So,
well, Todd Army, thank
good
you,
night.
brother.
Yeah, enjoy
your service, brother.
So, do what you do, and quit getting cute.
Oh, God,
I've been preaching that for a while.
What was that comment earlier? If you have to run the trick play to gain a yard,
I do feel like Latzier's underutilized a little bit.
Yeah,
he's been.
I feel like several are underutilized. Derek Meadows was in a lot of plays tonight. Never got a target.
I thought it was interesting that Caleb Edwards was in.
He got a few
today,
and he caught that ball that the LSU guy dislodged from him. I mean, he caught it.
Oh yeah,
that was a good catch.
That was just a good
play.
Really good defensive play.
Yeah,
and then he
really
had one pretty big catch earlier. Josh Cuevas had a fantastic game. I'd like to look at that actually receiving.
Cuevas is a stud.
He is. Yeah.
That guy's automatic. He's every time he touches the ball, it's a first down. He's like Dupree last year. We just didn't utilize Dupree all that much.
Oops, sorry, Jeff.
No, you're good.
So looking at Cuevas, obviously Jeremy Bernard's your leading receiver. Latzier Brooks is right behind him. Josh Cuevas had a hell of a game. Was clutch as he.
I'd say these are 4 clutch catches, though. If you just look at, I only had 4 catches, but they were clutched.
Yeah, they always are, dude. They always are.
They're like third down catches, or like the one when we were pinned deep and first down, he hit him right over the middle for like 20 yards, like to get us out of that. And then the next play, we went right up the middle with a run for 2-yard loss. So it almost.
How many times has that happened this season?
Okay. This is interesting right here.
Yeah.
Okay. Initially, it did look like that, but then when you watch the replay, I don't think he ever interfered with him. I think Lottie was retreating. He didn't go attack the ball, and so he was backing up, and the ball landed 3 yards short of him. But he was running backwards, so it wasn't like he was getting interfered with because he didn't go up to try to catch the ball. He was almost like he was avoiding the defender, so he didn't really have anything to interfere with.
Yeah, you also have to keep in mind that the defender has a right to the ball as well.
Yeah.
But I think if they wanted to be ticky-tacky on that, they could have.
They could have, but the replay showed, I was like, did he really interfere? Maybe you could have called that.
I'm also the kind of person, I prefer to beat a team without help from penalties. I mean,
right.
You know, especially a late game PI. I'd rather see the offense be consistent without the help of that. And I mean, LSU had 11, 12 penalties this game. They definitely, that helped Alabama.
And it was a 1-score game at one point. And they had, I think I tweeted out at some point, they had like 856 penalties and we had a 6-point lead.
Oh, let's look at it. I want to see how many penalties they had now.
They had 11 or 12.
10. They had 10 for 74
penalties.
yards. Yeah.
Unbelievable. And
yeah. Something else that was really interesting in this game is Alabama did not control time of possession.
No, that's because we gave up a lot of third downs. Lance is on it.
Yeah. Usually Alabama, that's kind of their MO. To be consistent, we talked about third downs. That's a place where Alabama needed to be pretty consistent in this game. Let's see. They did not. They were 4 for 13. So
a lot of those were third and longs, though. A lot of those were third and longs. We've been so good this year. Longs, Jeff? Because it's our first 2 downs didn't exactly go as planned.
First down play calling.
Although we can't say we were surprised. We've seen this movie before.
Yeah.
Every time you watch this movie, it ends the same.
I thought that was pretty interesting. I don't know. I had the Florida game on as well, and they benched DJ Lagway. Dude threw 3 interceptions early in that game.
Well, you could almost see it coming with Nussmeier because right before that, they cut over the sideline, and Coach Wilson was ripping his ass up one side and down the other. So we were like, that's about the time you make a quarterback switch.
Hey, I watched 3 teams play with interim head coaches today, and all
looked good.
All of them gave their opponent hell. Every single one of them.
Man, how Penn State lost that game.
I
can't believe they lost that game.
That was
a nice throw, nice catch to win the game. But Penn State lost that game. I just can't believe it. Same thing with Auburn. I don't see how Auburn lost that game. Out of nowhere, Knuckleball Daniels looks like Josh Allen. I mean, is Vanderbilt's defense that crappy? I don't know. Auburn's vaunted defense got run through like crap through a tin horn. Well, so is that a one-off, or can we put some game film in here for a couple of weeks and find a weak spot?
Yeah, I think you have to consider the fact that Vanderbilt's D coordinator had no idea what Auburn was going to throw at him, and so Alabama has a couple of weeks to look at that moving forward. Now, next week, let's talk about OU a little bit and how this game kind of points towards that. I also want to just consider the fact that there's the potential that you're coming off of a bye week, and maybe there's some, I don't know, things just aren't, the timing's off, things aren't clicking offensively. There's potential that you're looking ahead because LSU has an interim head coach. They're not great offensively. The defense absolutely was locked in and not looking ahead, but potentially offense is looking ahead to Oklahoma because you've got, a really, really good pass rush coming to town, a really good overall defense coming to town. and you don't
Thank
know.
Goodness, we're at home trying to work this stuff out.
Yeah, you don't know which version of John Mateer you're going to get, being the fact they're coming off of a bye week. And it's the Alabama game. You're probably going to get Tom Brady version of Mateer. So
right on schedule.
Yeah. So
right on a schedule.
Yeah, next week makes me nervous. Not gonna lie.
That makes me nervous. I was a little nervous tonight, but when it was 17-3, I was relaxing a little bit, and I was thinking, okay, this is going to be 27-3 here shortly, and this will look like it's supposed to.
And it never happened.
And we just don't run away from people. But then again, Debo never has.
He hasn't.
He doesn't run away from people.
Yeah. I will say, dude, if they do what they did tonight, next week, if they do that offensively, they're going to lose that game.
It's going to be tough.
As good as Alabama's defense is if they're on the field that much, they're going to give up points to that offense. If Mateer's clicking, assuming Mateer's clicking.
We just went soft on third down. They had several 3rd and longs where he would just rip it, and there'd be a guy standing there in a 10-yard pocket.
Yeah.
And I'm like pounding the chair going, wide open. He's wide open.
Yeah, Richard, I'm with you, man. They definitely are lucky. We said that coming right into the show.
We did get lucky tonight. I mean, we won the game. It wasn't a bad ref call that we stole a win because of a bad call or anything like that. I mean, we gutted out the win. We played not well offensively, and still won 20-9. LSU offensively is just a dumpster fire. So the defense gave up 3 field goals. That's fine. But the offense is definitely in some mud right now. I'm not sure what the answer is.
Let's also keep in mind that this is an LSU team who I just want to compare for shits and giggles, if you'll bear with me here and let me do this. I just kind of want to look at their team stats versus Texas A&M.
This is true, Lance.
So
and then Talty missing that 9-yard field goal. I wonder if Jesse Palmer saw that and shut his yap after eviscerating us for scoring a touchdown last week to win the game, or 2 weeks ago to win the game. No, take a knee on the 1. He'd never miss it. Tonight he missed it from the 1. Close enough.
Just for comparison purposes, LSU offensively, total yards 278 against Texas A&M, against Alabama 232. They had 218 yards passing against Texas A&M. They had 173. They had 60 yards rushing against Texas A&M. They had 59 against Alabama. So Alabama's defense actually played on par with Texas A&M's. However, LSU still scored 25 points in that game compared to 9 in this one. And they were much less efficient on third down. A&M's offense performed better than Alabama's did.
Marcel Reed is clicking right now.
Yeah.
He's balling.
It's just interesting. My point in even doing that is illustrating how Alabama left a lot of points on the field in this game. A lot of points. They were in scoring position several times, walked away with nothing.
Man, I think Pierre gets held on every pass rush. You could call holding against him on every damn pass rush.
Who, Pierre? Oh,
yeah. Yeah. Man, that guy has to change jerseys after every series because his jersey comes off and it's torn off.
Yeah.
Did he really cause that fumble, or did the ball just come out of what's his hand?
Yeah, that's a good question. So
that looked pretty.
He missed the punch, right? Where he's trying to punch, but he hit it with his shoulder.
Okay.
As he was kind of following.
He was coming by.
And you can't really see it from the angle that they showed, but I think that's what caused the fumble. So, yeah, Richard, you're right, man. You're right. So, there were some good things. Alabama's defense looked really good in this game.
Absolutely.
They did, they gave up 232 yards, which isn't terrible. They held a quote unquote rushing team. They're not a rushing team. They're one of the worst running teams in the country. but they held them to under 60 yards, held them to under 200 through the air. The defense did their job, man. They were and they were getting put in some tough spots sometimes. They spent a lot of time on the field.
Tough spots.
Yeah.
The tie fumble is a big one.
Yeah.
Man, they got to quit doing that.
So there was
he needs to master the old Brady step up, step to the side throw. I mean, Brady became the GOAT with that throw.
You know, I just wonder, you know, I talk a lot about how I think sometimes Ryan Grubb overthinks it.
Mm-hmm.
And Daybach's right. Like, you know, he's learning to be an SEC coordinator through this whole thing too. And so I wonder if that kind of bleeds down into your quarterback. Because I think Nick Sheridan did the same thing as the OC last year. He kind of overthought the offense sometimes. And it you know, it just put him in a tough spot. I think we're seeing a little bit of that, and maybe that bleeds down to your quarterback who's overthinking. You know, instead of just like Kalen DeBoer said after the FSU loss, we just want him to let it rip. That's what we want to see Ty Simpson do. We want to see him take that 3-5 step drop, let it go. You know, go through his progressions and let it go. But
didn't have the time to do that.
That's the thing right now is, and when he does have the time, you're putting him in ridiculous down and distances to do it because you've made a boneheaded call on first down. So
we're certainly not assisting in his regression lately. We haven't really put him in the best spots to succeed. So I think that kind of coincides with his recent kind of regression trend. But we haven't really put him in the best spots to succeed. Some of the play calls are just interesting. Like I said, we're wasting half the downs.
I agree. Bama Dave, I wouldn't stress too much about that. I understand your point, but they did watch Alabama beat LSU. Those are two historic brands, and that's how these kids look at these teams. They look at them through a brand's lens.
Good point.
They still beat them by 20-9. I know Bryant Denny was rocking all night long. You could hear it was loud. The experience did fine. So I wouldn't stress too much about that. The guys that Bama is willing to pay out for, they're probably going to get.
The quarterback for LSU, if he's a freshman, Richard, he's got to be a RS because he played at Mississippi State last year. He transferred from Mississippi State, so he's not a freshman. Not a true freshman anyway.
Yeah. So,
but that was
we'll see, man. I think Texas A&M is the best team in the country right now. If you want me to be honest,
hard to argue that.
Yeah, I do. I think overall they're the best team in the country right now.
It's tough to argue that.
Yeah, I want a shot at them, 100%, but not the way we played tonight. So,
I don't know if I want a shot at him right now. We got to iron some stuff out before we want to.
Yeah.
Stare
now, if they go and light it up against Oklahoma next week, then I'm gonna be bring me Texas A&M on a platter, and then they'll probably play like they did today and against South Carolina 2 weeks ago. So, but that was kind of another thing that bothered me is we heard a lot of talk about what they're working on offensively. Kalen DeBoer said, and Ryan Grubb both said during the bye week that they're aware that the run game needs to be fixed and that they're trying to develop new ways to address it. They talked about Ty Simpson connecting down the field. We saw a little bit of that in this game, but ultimately the problems that were there 2 weeks ago, it doesn't seem like anything got adjusted in the bye week. It actually seemed like it was a little worse.
I know. I was questioning if they practiced for 2 weeks. I was like, did we practice at all in the last 2 weeks?
There were no ice cream trucks on campus. I know that.
Mm-mm.
So
there were none. There was not a lot of offense on campus this weekend.
But there's also, looking ahead to OU, there's also going to be a revenge factor there. There'll be kids on this team that remember going to North missing last year. So hopefully they get it figured out so we're not watching another nail biter, but I would expect
I need a blowout. My soul needs a blowout on one of these weekends.
It ain't coming next week, man.
No.
Well, you can wait 2 weeks until Eastern Illinois.
I need Eastern Illinois here quick, and I need that to be murder ball.
You're all right, C-Dub. You're okay, man. No worries.
Just got to the car.
Yeah, we're good. We were just talking about the offense.
We were just saying how much we loved the performance of the offense tonight.
Yeah.
Nothing needs to be fixed.
So efficient.
Keep running that back. No worries. Shout out to the Hoops team. Yes, Jay Bake. Big win this morning. Let me tell y'all something.
Go ahead.
Let me tell y'all something. If you're not watching this team, start. Because there's some dudes on this team that are players. One of them is wearing number 0. That kid's the real friggin' deal. And as good as he was last year, he wasn't good. He wasn't quite ready for the NBA yet. But so far through 2 games, LeBaron Filan looks like an NBA player playing college basketball.
Lottery pick. Yeah, if
you're a bad dude.
If you're a football only Gump and FOG, I suggest you get into Bama basketball because what I saw this morning was a Final Four team.
We got a squad.
For sure. Yeah, we got a really good team. And the best player, I think, overall on that team is not even playing right now. So,
well, you seeing Trelly back bombing threes, man, that guy's got the quickest release. You're never going to block a shot because it's up and gone before you even realize what's happening.
Made my heart so happy to see him back out there, and then he gets the cramps, and they don't tell you exactly what's wrong.
Oh yeah, when he
was panicking, social media is acting like the guy died. So I'm like, oh no, not again. And it turned out he just had some cramps.
yeah. So shout out to the Hoops team. We'll touch more on that Thursday night. See y'all when y'all come Thursday night for the live show. We'll touch on the Hoops more, but
Jeff and I will be doing
shout out.
A pre-recorded show at some point this week to talk about Bama basketball.
Yes, we will. Yes, we will.
Beautiful. You'll love it.
Shout out to the Hoop Squad. That was a win. And St. John shot 20 more free throws than we did.
Yeah.
Still won. Interesting.
Yeah, it was that was very interesting, wasn't it? It was officiating was a little lopsided. So
back to football, though. But yes, Lance, the stadium was rocking tonight. You know, Bryant-Denny has a tendency to be the quietest 100,000-seat stadium you've ever heard. They affected several things tonight. LSU was out of sorts quite a bit. I think the crowd had a lot to do with that. I
will say a lot of the home games, especially the night home games this year at Bryant-Denny, have been rocking, which is refreshing because I think we got a little spoiled under Nick Saban, and there were a lot of times where you were at a big game at night and it just was not loud in there. And I always was just kind of like, we've got this big ass stadium, and but
we're in these grind games now. Like every week is a grind now. Every week is a 10, 11, 6, 7 point game, 10, 11 point game. We're not putting people away. Tea and crumpet crowd. That's like the basketball game, when they're panning up and down the basketball game, you see all the tea and crumpet crowd that don't stand up and clap after like a tomahawk dunk over 3 people that shatters the glass and it pans back down and they're just sitting there with their arms folded in their Bama sweaters.
Do you have a pulse? Like, why are you just sitting? Like, stand up, man. Like, I'll help you if you need assistance, sir. But be loud or sell your ticket to somebody who will be.
Thank you. But Bryant-Denny's had that issue for years, so it's good to see them.
There's a rejuvenated feel, and you can hear it. I mean, you can hear it on live television. It's that place gets rocking. It felt like the atmosphere was a little dull at first, and then after halftime, it started to pick up a little bit. At least that's what it sounded like on television.
Breaking me financially.
Everybody's wife does that, man. That's what wives do.
I'm about to say, that's the beauty of marriage.
Yeah.
So long, money. There's a great Family Guy clip.
Yeah.
About getting married.
You spend so many years as a young adult man saving and working so that you can give it all away.
Give it all away. Like a paycheck you get. You work 2 weeks for it, and then it's gone before you even realize it's in there because you got to give Uncle Sam this, and you got to give your mortgage company this, and then you got to give your cell phone company this. Oh, need some gas in the car.
Yeah, well, I busted my ass for 8 years to send this little asshole to college. Damn, I wanted to buy a Corvette.
Yeah, my Corvette's upstairs asleep right now. Yeah, it's about a half hour ago.
Look, I'm shopping for Traeger smokers right now.
Okay.
And I think it was yesterday or the day before I was looking at them online, and I was like, man, it's really good, but I'm not done Christmas shopping for my kids yet. So I guess I gotta wait. But
oh yeah.
Hey, did you guys see
Go ahead.
the lady selling the parking spots in an apartment complex? Yeah. Somebody posted her. She was charging people, I think, like
that's been happening in T-Town for years too.
And do something about it. Pit boss, better warranty. Got it. Noted, Lance. Thank you.
Pit boss. I almost tweeted out, like, I was going to take a screen grab of Whit Weeks and tweet it and just say, "Oh, hey, Taylor," like Taylor Swift, because it was like every other play they would cut to him on the sideline.
Yeah.
Every other play they'd cut to him on the sideline.
Oh, yeah, man. Yeah.
And then McElroy would bloviate for 10 minutes about Whit Weeks, and then McDonough would agree with everything he said.
Damn, bro, like, he's not coming in. Like,
I'm like, he's not playing the game. Like, enough. I mean, seriously. I was like, you don't have to cut to him after every play. They're 5-3. It's over. Nobody cares.
Good day, right?
He's more famous for dating Lane's daughter. We don't need to flash him because Lane used to coach at Alabama.
And LSU has not been the same since that happened.
That's not incorrect.
That's interesting, man. J-Bake, I know you got some conspiracy theories around that. Whit Weeks and the Kiffin girl.
Oh, Richard's clearly a troll. He in here talking about Kalen gonna be fired in 2 years. Okay.
All right, man.
All right.
I mean, you don't have a head coach right now, so.
Anyway.
Yeah. Richard, hold on.
Kyle,
Richard,
you're right.
Richard, who's LSU going to hire? Riddle me that. I want to hear your answer. I want to know who you think is going to be the next big coach
Wilson
at LSU.
Oh, Jay.
Good Lord, man.
Woo!
I saw somebody say she gave him lice. That's why I had cut his hair.
That's what they're calling it now?
Yeah. Yeah, that's the YouTube friendly version of it.
Jimbo for $1. I wish they would hire Gumbo Fisher. That'd be awesome.
Dude, the idiots that think they're going to hire Nick Saban are hilarious, man.
Kyle's right. McElroy was foaming at the mouth for weeks, all night. He couldn't stand it.
Dude, no kidding, man. He was kind of getting on my nerves about Trey'Dez Green. He kept McElroy was like, well, they need to get him a one-on-one opportunity and throw it to him. They've only targeted him once. It would be great if they would throw it to him. My son's like, didn't he play quarterback at Alabama? I'm like, yeah, but he tries so hard to be like ethical. He comes off as to still.
He doesn't want to be the homer, so he goes over the line to non-homer. And I'm like, man, you can homer every now and then. It's okay. You want a chip here? One of Saban's 2 undefeated seasons. You got you're QB1 for that team. You don't have to act like you never were.
The thing is he's very intelligent. He's got to be smart enough to realize he sounds like a jackwagon, right? Or maybe he's so smart he doesn't realize it. You know what I mean? There's a word for that.
LSU gonna hire Summerall from Tulane right out from under Auburn because all the Auburn folks think that it's a done deal that Summerall's coming there.
Didn't Tulane just extend Summerall?
That doesn't matter.
Okay.
I mean, just not a lot of... Matt Rule got an extension. He's never beaten a ranked team ever, and they just gave him like a 10-year guaranteed.
They're terrified, man, folks. Yeah, Jimmy Sexton's working overtime, man.
Him and Trace Armstrong are eating.
Jimmy Sexton paid me $10,000 to start a coaching rumor.
That happens. And funny, 5 coaches all got extensions in the same week.
Agreed. Yeah, he knows what he's doing, man. He knows what he's doing. He made bank when Nick Saban retired because he just throwing names out there.
Well, McElroy was the true definition of product of the team around him. It's like, just don't screw it up. Literally, just don't screw it up. That's all you have to do is hand off to Ingram or Trent, throw it to Julio, and don't turn the ball over.
Yeah.
But shout out to McElroy for that Florida game. He'll always have the Florida game.
Sure. Despite him being a giant chode, we have to honor his place in Bama history, right?
Mm-hmm.
We have to not necessarily hold it sanctimoniously, but we have to just acknowledge it. So thank you for your service, Greg McElroy.
Thank you, Greg. Thank you for the 2009 Florida game. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
You tried to lose the Texas game. If you look at the box score for that game, he was so bad, Julio didn't even hug him in the last play of the game. Remember, Greg took the knee, turned around, and hugged Julio, and Julio's arms staying right by his side. And he was like, you were ass today. I don't hug nobody.
Well, Julio, never mind. I'm not.
He will always have that 2009 Florida game where he played the game of his life when we needed it, and he did. So thank you for that, Greg, but you're still a chode.
His little tightrope down the sideline.
That was
I'll
awesome.
Never forget that. That was good. That's the most athletic thing he's ever done.
He was incredible in that game. He was
also,
absolutely incredible in that game.
Greg, man to man, assuming you see this, I might clip this and put this on social media. Brother, up here, all this, it's time to let it go, man. Just give up. It's okay. It happens. No one's judging you, but it's time.
It's time.
It is time.
It's time.
I'm saying it from a place of love and admiration for your 2009 Florida game. It's time to let it go, buddy.
Thank goodness you have that. Otherwise, I really wouldn't have much else.
Yeah.
To really think about. Although he did lead the drive in Iron Bowl that year after playing terrible for 3.5 quarters.
Yeah.
You remember that South Carolina game that year? He was so bad, they finally just said, we're just going to wildcat the second half with Ingram because we have a better shot than you getting your hands on the ball.
Funny.
Anyway, somehow we wound up on Greg McElroy's career.
That's fine, man.
But yes, ugly win. A win is a win. An SEC win is an SEC win. You know, we got to win some games in the year where we don't play well. It's just alarming that we're stringing together these games where we're really not playing well offensively.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the solution is. I don't know what to do. Somebody was banned and their comments were removed.
Good.
Go, Jay Bake. I must have missed it.
That wasn't Jay Bake. It was me.
Oh, I missed
Yeah.
Matthew Thomas said.
Go sit on a fat one, Matthew Thomas.
What'd you do?
He called me chubby.
Yes, this is true. Still roll tide till we die.
Always, man. Yeah,
always, brother.
Yeah, like, a W's
That's
a
part
W.
of being what we do. That's part of being a fan, though, is you got to come on here and rip them. That's what we do.
Yeah, like seriously. Well, thank you, Jay Bake. I appreciate that. Good looking out. No, Lance. No. Worried about recruiting. We're fine.
No,
yeah, he did.
That.
I did see that picture, C-Dub. I don't know what happened, but it was probably something hilarious and embarrassing for that person.
It cannot be as good as the Tennessee fan from a couple weeks ago.
The woman? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where the husband finally was just like, the hell with it, and just walked off and let the cops drag her out.
Now, she was tubby.
She was tough. The husband was trying to deal with it, and then finally, that was so funny, finally he just said, I'm out of here. And he just turned and walked off. And they scooped her up and drug her out.
It couldn't be. Oh, did we ever solve the LSU fan had his finger in my booty guy? Did we? Yeah. Thank you. There it is, Lance. Did that mystery ever get solved? You know what I'm talking about? LSU fan came and stuck his finger in my booty. You don't remember? You don't know that video? Chat knows what I'm talking about. Chat, tell him. How do you not know that video, Jeff? It's from like 2011.
Maybe I saw it and I've forgotten about it since then. But
we do too, Keith. We do too.
Woo. Yes, that's mainly it. Not down on the team. We just need to do better in some areas, and the coaches know that. Although Grubb may not, he may just use the same sheet.
Grubb's like, we won. I'm good.
Grubb's like, I use this sheet right here, no matter who we play in, no matter what the defense is doing, no matter what.
Yeah,
I'm using this play sheet.
1st and 10. Run jam in the A gap.
A gap. Or anyone in the A gap. Riley hasn't played in a month. Remember how good he was in the year? Hey, Riley's showing out. Gone.
Yeah,
Richard Young had a carry since Florida State. Gone. Like Kaiser Soze.
I think you got to open it back up, man.
Yes.
You got to open the competition back up fully. Let them all have reps. Split it. split it 4 or 5 ways. Let them go.
Mm-hmm.
Jam,
I agree.
I'm sorry, man. Thank you for coming back, but bro, we trying to win a natty, homie.
Man, and he ain't it.
No, not right now.
He ain't it.
It sucks because he was trajecting in the right direction, and then he had the concussion, and he hasn't been the same since.
He hasn't been the same since concussion. He had 130 something yards against Vandy, and then he had like 87 against Mizzou when he got knocked out.
Yeah,
he's been running in quicksand ever since. I mean, he runs like he's got cinder blocks on his feet.
Yeah. Yeah, that Lance, that'll be something we talk about once the season's over for Alabama. If they don't make the playoff, if they screw around and lose a couple, we'll talk about it before then. But after playoff time, yeah, we're going to talk about what the expectation needs to be for Coach Cap. I don't think he's fallen completely off. I think some of it, man, is there's seniority. There's the thought behind the person that's been there the longest is likely the best fit for the position. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Richard Young is still young.
I mean, we've got talent in that room, but we're just running the same two out there. It was Jam and Riley, and now it's Jam and Daniel Hill.
Yeah.
It was Jam and Richard Young to start the year, but there's one common denominator in the bad running game, and it's the line and the running back.
Yeah.
So what do you do when something doesn't work? You try something else.
That's right.
You got to mix it up a little bit.
Yeah. And at this point, I don't know that they get it fixed. So,
but like I said, we're 9 games into the season. We can't run the ball. We're not going to be able to run the ball. We're just going to have to figure out ways around it. Tonight wasn't a good display on how to run an offense that can't run the ball very well. We did very little wheel routes, very few screen passes, no bootlegs.
Yeah.
We didn't do any quick slants, any of that stuff.
Yeah. Well, he got blown up by Harold Perkins tonight, man.
Sort of. He can sort of. But at some point, it's like it's the opposite. Remember, I'm going back many years. Some of y'all weren't even born. But the Sean Alexander game against LSU all those years ago, he ran for 300 yards on the road, and we won. The next week, he goes for 100 yards on 9 carries. Still doesn't start because he doesn't block well enough. And at some point, you're like, put the guy in the game that can make plays, that can change the scoreboard.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree. Field goals are a problem.
Wait, you got eligibility? I'm going to find out when walk-on tryouts are for you, Bama Dave. Go. Do it.
Do it.
That'd be pretty sick, man. See somebody out there in amputee kicking field goals, that'd be badass.
As long as it get in there.
Yeah, I'll pay good money to see it. So,
well, thank y'all, 361 of y'all, for joining us tonight.
Yeah, while we got you, if you're new here, please go ahead and subscribe. Thank you for joining our post-game live. We do these after every game, win or lose. Sometimes we just do them randomly to make fun of people.
We want to hang out with y'all. It's really what it is. We just want to come hang out with y'all.
Yeah, you guys are our favorite people. Not our families,
Absolutely.
Not our friends, you guys. Yeah. You're everything Jeff and our entire world and our entire relationship, Jeff and I, revolves around you guys. Yeah, that's how important you are. So make sure you subscribe. If you're watching this after the fact, do the same thing. I did take a couple of days off of posting content, just, doctor's appointments, dealing with health stuff, all that kind of crap. So but we'll start looking at OU tomorrow. I'll have a couple of uploads ready to go, shorts, all that stuff. We'll talk about Bama basketball. I do think on the recruiting side of things, Bama's got some good news coming. Obviously, I'm talking about Holt, 5-star guy for the Tide men's basketball team. Preston Murphy is
recruiting's hot.
Football
and basketball recruiting is hot.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I expect a Elijah Haven commitment probably soon. So just be waiting, man. But thank you all. There were 1,000 things you could have done with your Saturday night after the game. You chose to spend it with us. So thank you to each and every one.
Gratitude. Grazie.
I'll let her know. I'll tell her, but she likes EG. So, but I'll let her know. Lance said he likes Emily Grace better. He said it flows better. It's more romantic. So anyway, dude, wham. It's wham.
Don't get Michael going anything Christmas, man. He'll get fired up.
Yeah, I love Christmas, man. You should see my living room. It's crazy. It already started.
Yeah, that's what I was doing this morning at my mom's house. I was helping her put all her stuff up on the outside and getting her tree up and all that stuff.
I'll show it in the camera. Y'all can see it. I'm proud of it. It's really pretty.
It took him 3 weeks to get his Halloween stuff down.
Let me see if can y'all see that. There you go.
Oh, that's coming.
Okay.
That's his November tree. His December tree is 3 times that size.
I have 5 Christmas trees in my house. So. Shut up, Bill. Hashtag shut up, Bill.
Shut up, Bill.
Benghazi. Chat before we go. Spam the chat with hashtag shut up, Bill.
Shut up, Bill.
All of you. Do it.
Please.
Hey, Lance, do you know who Rodney Carrington is?
Mine stayed up all year. Wife is a lunatic. Ours stayed up till February one time. I about had a meltdown. So
dude, after a while, it just feels super
ours comes down usually that week after Christmas because I'm usually off a few days or whatever. Yeah, and
I do mine.
We got to let a couple of days Christmas pass and then we can get going. My mom takes it all down like Christmas night. Like,
yeah, my mom,
if you go to her house the day after Christmas, you'd never know it was Christmas.
I know. My mom used to do the same thing, man. She would take it down Christmas night. I remember last year she freaking sick with cancer and still ripping it all down Christmas night. Like, what are you doing?
Why'd you just leave it up? Like,
she's like, it's so cluttered. Like, okay, mom.
Yeah,
makes your heart happy.
She rips it down quick. And when my dad was still alive, he would put it all in the attic and stuff, so you'd never even see it out. So, but now that I'll be doing that, at least it'll be in boxes for me to move.
Lance, I love Christmas. Is that a coincidence?
My wife's boyfriend loves Christmas.
Hey, I heard that Alabama might be having white Christmas this year, man. Some of the parts of Alabama, probably not you, Jeff. We're talking about Tennessee Valley, but
we got snow last year for that 24-hour stretch. It was beautiful and amazing.
I've had one white Christmas in Alabama, and I think it was 2010, if I remember correctly.
I think you're right.
Anyway, all right, let's wrap up. I'm going to go hang out for a little bit and then go to bed. Be on the lookout for a lot of content, recruiting talk tomorrow. You guys know the drill. As always, it wasn't pretty, but the Tide get another W against an SEC foe. 3 to go. You only need to win 2 of them, and you're in the playoff, baby. So, as always, say your prayers, read your Bibles, wash your hands, folks. The flu's going around. Beat Auburn and LSU and Tennessee too. 2 of those down, 1 to go. Roll damn Tide, Paul.
Rolleth.